A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Finds a little space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
With the catch, it's Hayden.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch, it's Webb. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Bringing the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. With the catch, it's Craver. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
That's reeled in. It's hooked. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Back to the ground game on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. Going to sling it on second down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just keep kicking field goals instead of going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Lewis wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Fighting off the defender. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if, oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Scrambling away. Makes the grab outside. It's Webb. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's out past the 35. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Got a man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Craven. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Green. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. To the air. It's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pressure coming. This time on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Barnett. They'll run the screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Fleming. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ray. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This is...
Got some room in to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Hayden. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Working that left side. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Floating away. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Lewis to throw. Working the middle. It's complete. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Lewis wants to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Under fire. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the pressure. Incomplete on 4th.